Hello, Saintsmen. We're your 2009 Homecoming Queen nominees.
We were all given the same question to help you decide who should represent St. Augustine. What should Unitas, Veritas, and Caritas mean to a Saintsman? We hope you enjoy our presentation, and we're looking forward to another Saints victory tonight.
Over the past 4 years at OLP, I have watched my Saintsmen friends grow to portray the values of community, truth, and love in their lives. Just as St. Augustine made a transformation in his life, I have seen my friends transform both physically and mentally over their high school years. As fearful freshmen wanting to make new friends, they committed themselves to service in the school and community. By joining clubs and making new friends, they developed team building skills, learned how to work together for the common good, and developed their interpersonal skills. I have watched them develop strong bonds and meaningful relationships with their fellow classmates and grow in their understanding of a Catholic education. As sophomores and juniors, the boys were given more freedom, expanding their boundaries and questioning authority. Their value system was being threatened, but with the help of their teachers and the love of their parents, I have seen that they have learned more about their faith and the importance of being an example for others, not only at school, but also in the community. As our society changes, I see that they must continue to remain truthful to themselves and to their faith community. The Saintsmen have reminded me that my foundation is also built on the same morals and values that have transformed my friends from children to young Christian men. I know they will continue to grow in brotherhood, and as St. Augustine once said, these values will remain in their hearts and minds as long as they rest in God.
As the sister of a Saintsman, I see how the three words Unitas, Caritas, and Veritas are portrayed in his everyday life. The boys at Saints probably don't realize this, but the characteristics that they embody will help them in becoming loving, true, and overall good men someday. Everyone who sees these boys together with their families and even with their girlfriends sees the three characteristics of community, love, and truth grounded within. Saints in general is a community. It is an all-boy fraternal atmosphere, and you can tell that the guys are always there for each other. Unitas, like the word unity, is shown by this atmosphere that they have, because not many others get the same experience of community. You see the friendships that the Saintsmen have with each other wherever you go. You can see it on the field, on the court, during intramurals, when they are supporting each other during a meet, anywhere. They are there for each other. They support and protect each other like brothers, and you can tell that many of them get lifelong friendships out of their Saints experience. Caritas, or love, is also shown in their fraternal and brotherly atmosphere. The STA Saintsmen are not only taught about faith and love, but they are taught to live in their faith every day. The weekly masses at Saints influence their lives spiritually and allow them to grow closer to God. Through all of this, they grow charism, which is shown through their love for their family, friends, and God. Veritas, or truth, is shown by the way they are guided in decision-making. The Saintsmen learn to be grounded in their morals and illuminate integrity wherever they are. They obtain these characteristics in their everyday experiences outside of school, such as relationships, hanging out with their friends, and family life in general. These boys use the morals they have and learn how to make their decisions true to themselves and true to those who are important to them. To be given the gift to grow in the Saints experience is very rare. The parents and teachers who help these boys become men should be proud, and Saintsmen, you should also be proud. Unitas, Veritas, and Caritas are the three words that can be seen in the daily life of a Saintsman. A Saintsman portrays Unitas by being involved in his school community and his local community. He is involved in his school by taking part in athletics, campus ministry, ASB, or just by participating in the weekly Mass. A Saintsman is an active participant in his local community by volunteering his time and skills when given the opportunity. Being honest with oneself and the people he surrounds himself with is an unmistakable characteristic that is seen in every young man who has attended St. Augustine High School. He is honest in his academics and in any sports he may play. Along with that, he is truthful and respectful to his fellow classmates and to the faculty and staff at Saints. The most distinct characteristic that a Saintsman has is love. These young men are taught that it is all right to show emotion, and because they do, it makes the friendships they create last forever. A Saintsman demonstrates caritas through the hugs that are shared during the sign of peace at the weekly masses, and in their greetings to one another. Giving and receiving hugs as a sign of greeting is not only done by the current students at Saints, it is also done by the past students. In my opinion, observing this act is very powerful because it is a combination of all three of the words that are at the heart of the Augustinian tradition.
Along with OLP, St. Augustine has values that every Saintsman upholds. These values, community, love, and truth, are essential parts of every Saintsman's life. Being on varsity cheer for 4 fantastic years and being a co-ed cheerleader, I feel that I, too, have acquired these values. I have been actively participating in the Saints community since my oldest sister, Jenny, became a Saints cheerleader in 2005. Since my freshman year, I have cheered around 60 varsity football games and another 60 basketball games. At every game, I have the honor to stand before an enthusiastic crowd made up of my friends, family, and of course, the amazing Saints community. Even before Jenny, my family has always been a part of the Saints community, starting with my grandma, Anita Sosna, who was the first Saints homecoming queen in 1956. I also see how Saintsmen show their obvious love in the way that they interact with each other. I know from living with the present Saintsman, Jake Gilbert, class of 2011, and being friends with many Saintsmen, that they all, well, most of you, have the same loving nature. Saintsmen are also always true to themselves, and they always try to keep a positive attitude. For example, when Saints loses a football game, which rarely happens, of course, no matter how sad you boys are, you always sing the alma mater proudly. Being a cheerleader for the past 4 years has made me come to value the Saints community, become a more loving person, and stay true to myself. I truly appreciate what Saints has done for me, and I'm glad to say that I'm a better person because of St. Augustine High School.